What happens when two pawns decide it's a race to become royalty, and neither believes in breaks? Welcome to When Push Comes to Capture, a hilarious and mind-bending animated chess puzzle published on chess.com. In this episode, we turn a seemingly simple endgame into a full-blown comedy drama. Watch as pawns trash talk, queens appear out of nowhere, and kings panic under pressure, all while revealing a brilliant chess strategy that every player should understand.
Alright folks, I've been quiet long enough. Time to become the main character.
Main character? Buddy, you're a supporting extra at best.
Boom, H5. Personal space invaded, G6.
Oh yeah? I'm starting my own promotion journey. Watch this. A 3, baby. It's a pawn race now.
Why does this feel like two toddlers sprinting toward electrical outlets?
No distractions, no snacks, just destiny. H6. I'm not capturing G6. I've read the script, bad idea.
Wow, rejected and ignored. Tough day. I'm catching up. Don't blink. A 2. I can practically taste the promotion. Tastes like power.
Why does that sound illegal? One step closer to greatness, or a very emotional speech. 7. I'm at the doorstep of royalty.
I don't like this. Nobody becomes royalty near me without paperwork.
No time for paperwork. I'm promoting now.
Behold, I have arrived. Bow before your new queen.
Congrats, you peaked early. My turn and I brought a surprise.
Queen to h8 with check. Timing is everything, darling.
Check? Already? I just got comfortable. All right, I'm leaving. King to e3. New square, same problems.
Excuse me, why am I suddenly feeling targeted?
Because your reign ends before it even trends.
I was here for 3 seconds.
Queen takes a1. Thank you for the promotion, I'll be taking that.
And that, everyone, is why patience beats panic.
I've been hanging this whole time. Nobody cares about me.
Sweetie, this was never your story.
Let's dive into today's instructive puzzle titled When Push Comes to Capture, published on April 20, 2026 on chess.com. This is a beautiful example of how passed pawns can become the most powerful pieces on the board, especially when both sides are racing to promote. As we go through this together, I want you to pay close attention to timing, calculation, and the subtle idea that sometimes pushing forward is stronger than immediately capturing. White begins with pawn from h4 to h5, and this is already a very purposeful decision. Instead of grabbing material, White prioritizes momentum, attacking the pawn on g6 and creating forward pressure. Notice how this move also highlights loose black pawns, especially the one on f5. Black responds with pawn from a4 to a3, continuing their own race on the queen side. This is critical. Both sides are essentially saying, I will promote faster than you. White continues with pawn from h5 to h6, and this is a very instructive moment. Capturing on g6 might look tempting, but it would actually slow White down and lead to unfavorable complications later. Instead, the pawn advances, preserving its strength and keeping the initiative. Black pushes again with pawn from a3 to a2, maintaining the tension and preparing for promotion. White now plays pawn from h6 to h7, and this is where the position becomes very concrete. Both sides now have pawns one step away from queening. The key question is, who benefits more from the resulting position? Black proceeds with pawn from a2 to a1 and promotes to a queen. At first glance, this seems excellent. Black gets a new queen. However, this move contains a subtle flaw. It allows White to promote with tempo. White responds with pawn from h7 to h8 and promotes to a queen with check. This check is absolutely crucial. It forces Black to respond and prevents the newly created black queen from immediately dominating the position. Black's king moves from d4 to e3, stepping out of check while simultaneously activating itself. The king now eyes the pawn on f3 and also indirectly supports the queen. However, there is a tactical drawback. Black's queen on a1 is now vulnerable. This brings us to the final and decisive move. White plays queen from h8 to a1, capturing the black queen. This is the culmination of the entire idea behind the puzzle. White allowed black to promote, but only under conditions where it could be immediately neutralized. So what do we learn from this? The title, When Push Comes to Capture, perfectly captures the essence here. White consistently chose to push forward rather than capture prematurely, understanding that time and tempo were more valuable than material in this race. Each pawn advance was calculated, not impulsive. The final position leaves White with a decisive material and positional advantage, including a strong queen and safer king. This is a classic illustration of pawn racing dynamics where precision matters more than greed. Always ask yourself, is capturing helping me or simply slowing me down?
Whether you're a beginner learning chess basics or an advanced player who enjoys creative analysis, this puzzle delivers both insight and entertainment. Tell us in the comments, did you spot the winning idea before the Queen Showdown? Like, subscribe, and don't miss more funny chess puzzles, animated chess lessons, and smart strategies made simple. Thanks for watching. Stay tuned.